Good morning, interwebs. It is 10:07 and I'm up, I'm dressed and showered, and I've made a cup of tea, which is very exciting because I've not been drinking much tea lately because there's been all the peopling. And then, what did I show you? I hung my Schwall of Fame back up. So look at all my nice patron names. They're so cute. I was actually surprised that no one in my family asked. They walked through my office, they looked at things, they weren't curious why there's a number of people's names just tacked to my wall. Now the shawl was not there. It was just tacked. So I wonder if they thought they were pattern names or what. I did tell them at some point, but I'm sure it was a little strange. I don't know. Anyways, I'm looking at my adulting coloring, as I'm calling it, which is my calendar, which I have colored in to tell me what to do on a given day. And today is what I'm referring to as a 0, because I've been watching all the hiking videos. And when you are a thru hiker, or like a long distance hiker, taking a 0 means a day where you make no forward progress on the trail. It is not to say that you don't do things, because those are actually the days where they do most of like their resupply and their like taking a shower and doing laundry and all the things. But it means that they don't make any miles that day. And so today is a day where I get to do whatever I want. Doesn't mean I won't do things, but I don't have to feel guilty if I'm not making forward progress on work or the house or the kids' school or anything. So I can just do the things that I want. So it doesn't mean I won't do some things in all those areas, maybe, because I'm kind of trying to get over the exhausted feeling I discussed earlier, which is how I keep thinking of it in my head. And part of doing that is trying to finish things that just have little piddly bits hanging over my head, because the fewer piddly bits, the less stuff will be amassing and the less stress and, things will be out there all the time. So I'm just sitting here drinking my tea, staring at my giant sunflower, which is getting more and more giant. One of these days, I tell you, I'm going to hear the golden goose at the top of it, but we're not quite there yet. But you can see in our garden cart, we put things in the linen cabinet, and so we have old linens that need to go out, that are destroyed and used for other things, and stuff going to the burn pile. So that stuff Steve will take out here in a few days. We're still amassing things as we're getting rid of things. Throwing the things out we don't need anymore. So maybe I'll do a little more throwing things out. I'll definitely do some putting things away, because my office is in a little bit of shambles. Is it in a shambles? Jezebel, should we clean up? Maybe I'll do that in a little bit. I don't know. I think I might go and crochet for a little bit, though. That would be exciting, huh? Different. I haven't been doing much crocheting, so might start my morning off that way. Then maybe I'll color with the kids today, because they were coloring last night and having fun doing that. Maybe I shall join them. That'd be fun. Okay. Off to drink tea and think of some things I could do, and then potentially disregard all of them and nap most of the day, which I have the option to do. So, okay, tea. Well, it is 1:30, and I'm going to go to bed, because I'm falling asleep sitting here crocheting on another one of these little dust mop things. I did a fairly good job today of not doing much. I spent my day crocheting and napping intermittently as I would fall asleep. I finished today. I finished the rug I was working on for my kitchen. Here it is. And I even wove in all the ends. So, yep. I'm trying to work through a bunch of my stuff that is in progress. Right now, my on the hook list has 20 items on it. And we'll see how many I can get through this week. But here's the rug. So that's one thing off the list, and I'm not like really trying to barrel through the things on the list. I'm just trying not to start new things with no purpose. Like, obviously, if there's something new that I have a good use for, or that I like really feel strongly I want to do, then I'll start something new. But for the next at least week or two, it would be good if I could just kind of get some of these things that are hanging over my head to not be there, because then maybe that'd be less stressful. I don't know. But one thing out of 20 is now done, so that's 5%. 5% of my list has been cleared, and that's on the list too. So when I finish that that dust mop, another thing will be done, and yeah. Today I also spent some time fighting with my computer. I did get a vlog up. I have like 3 that need to be, is it 3? 3 or 4 that have been filmed and haven't been edited yet. I was planning on barreling through those today because I was in the mood to do it. Firstly, I kept falling asleep editing this vlog of when we went to the Titan West factory. I don't know what it was. I don't think it had anything to do with that particular vlog. It just was editing vlogs is making me incredibly sleepy. I don't know what the deal is, but I had to fight with my computer because the editing software needed to be updated, and then it's still being kind of wonky, so I don't really know. But I will work on that. Ow, cat! Move. I'll work on that some more tomorrow. I swear, sometimes she just likes hurting me, and it's really annoying. No. Stay off me. My hair is up right now because I've been sitting here until moments ago. I turned my fan off to talk to you so it'd be quieter. But we have flies right now, which is just really annoying. It's the time of year. And when Steve went to work tonight, he let in literally probably 30, not mosquitoes, 30 moths. I really do know words. I do know words. Oh my goodness, I should go to sleep. Anyways, he let in like 30 moths. There was only one light on in the kitchen. Like, it was very dark on this side, but whatever. They all just like whoosh into the house as soon as he opened the door to leave for work. I don't know. And between the moths, which have been making the cats all like crazy sauce, and the flies, which are just driving me nuts, it is nicer to sit under my fan when it's going because it keeps the bugs from landing on me. The flies don't like the fan as much, or at least it's like the oscillating fan self like flicks them off me instead of me having to shoo them away. The fan does it for me. The fan also takes my bangs and just ever so slightly moves them to the point it drives me crazy. So, hair clipped. Spent the evening after I finished my rug working on this dust mop. I'm listening to More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera again. I was about 2/3 of the way through the book, I think, when I stopped. Well, it got returned to the library because it was due, and the digital copies just do it on their own. But I had re-downloaded it, and I hadn't had a chance to start listening to it, but I have 10 days till it's due back. So I thought I would get a start on that, and it's real good. Real good. I really like Adam Silvera. He is the one who wrote History Is All You Left Me, which is one of my absolute favorite books that I have read in the last, like, probably 10 years. So, we'll see. I think that after I finish the books that I'm kind of working on right now, with the exception of reading Hank Green's An Absolutely Remarkable Thing as soon as it comes out in September, I think I might be on a reread spree. I think I'm going to go back and read all the books. There's not a lot of them, but all the books where I'm like, oh, those are good. Why aren't these books good like those books? I think I'm just going to go back and reread all the books I've enjoyed before. Because I had this problem where I always feel like I should read new books because there's so many books out there and I'm not experiencing them. But I don't know, I should read what makes me happy, and if I know there's a handful of books that make me happy or that I enjoy the way they make me feel happy or not, I should read those books. So, after I finish this, and this book might end up on the list, we'll see, I think I'm going to go back through and do a re-listen. With that in mind, I had tried to download, one of my favorite books of the last few years was Ready Player One, and I listened to it before there was even talk of it becoming a movie, so I think that's been several years ago now, and it was so good. The audiobook especially, Will Wheaton reading it, was like the perfect narrator for that book, so if you have not heard the audiobook read by Will Wheaton, I highly recommend it. And then, if you live in my area and go to my library, you can get in line because I tried to... I mean, I could have gotten on the waiting list for it, but it told me I was 136th in line. So, needless to say, I'll wait till it's not popular anymore. Then I'll listen to that one again. The other book, I tried to put on my... I wanted to see 136th, if that was, like, really a long line or not. The first Harry Potter book has 109 people in line for it. So, I mean, it's pretty long, but not for a book that's popular. Because I kind of assume the first Harry Potter is going to just indefinitely have long lines. Because people are always starting to read it. Maybe I'm wrong. But between the people rereading, and the new readers, I figure Harry Potter is always going to have long, long lines. At least for the beginning ones. People never make it through. Like the end of series, I figure you always have fewer people, but that's because not everybody are bitter enders. Bitter ender. Okay. I'm going to go to sleep so that hopefully my words will start working together tomorrow. And hopefully I can stay awake tomorrow. Because we realized, well, my daughter remembered, she had it written down, that she's a 4-H meeting tomorrow, and I had never put it on my calendar because I got word that it was happening. They planned it while we were at that, the educational tour, so I haven't known that long, and it came into my life when my brain was scrambled, so I now need to remember that that's happening tomorrow night at 5, and there's also going to be a potluck, and some other things, so yay that. Wouldn't be so bad, except I have acupuncture tomorrow as well at 2 o'clock. So it's going to be a busy afternoon and evening. But Steve is going to go with me to acupuncture. We're all going to go down there. Because with how I've been randomly sleepy and I'm so exhausted, I don't really want to make the hour drive there and back by myself. Especially after acupuncture, it tends to make me very tired anyways. And I don't really want to be driving if that's the case, you know? So he's going to go with me. Plus, it means we have to hang out, so that's good. 2 hours in the car, fun times. Okay, bed, like I said, and I will see you tomorrow. Nighty-night.